My most embarrassing moment would probably have to be at this year's English Amateur, where I got down to the match play stages. I walked to the range in the morning to warm up when I was about to play Josh White, one of my teammates. I began my warm up and squatted down in my trousers for the day, and they split a 2-foot rip straight up the back of them, which was a little bit embarrassing a few minutes before I had to tee off.
During county nationals, me and Annabelle Dimmock were both paired up as foursome partners, and we wore pink tiaras all the way around and got funny looks.
Probably the Fowler Series a year ago when I had a 4 or 5 shot lead gun into the last round and finished third.
Probably last month, just before I came back from the States. I topped it off the first two when everyone was watching, and I managed to lose the golf ball.
I've had quite a few, but probably when I made something like a 13 or a 14 at the Scottish universities, when I couldn't get out of a gorse bush.
Stand in the middle of the fairway at Fowler Series, leading, and I've shanked it straight into the middle of the trees.
Can I?
My most embarrassing moment so far has to be when I was 17, playing in the Carris Trophy, hit a bad shot, had a little strop, booted my trolley, the wheel came off and I had to spend the rest of the round carrying my big tool bag.
I did play a scratch team match for my home club, and I slipped on the first tee and just knocked the ball just off the front of the tee. So yeah, it wasn't the best start of the round, but I got the point, which was the main thing.
What's wrong with that?
I'd say the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me on the golf course was in the Carris Trophy when I was about 18 years of age. In the lead with 9 holes to go, par 3, 10th, shanked 2 balls out of bounds and made a 7 in front of quite a few England selectors, and after that I couldn't wait to get in the car and go home.
I have to say, at Turnberry this year, the wind was blowing a bit, and as I took my backswing, it blew me off balance and I had an air shot. That was quite embarrassing.
Most embarrassing moment on the golf course for me would have to be when I was 9 years old up at St Andrews, when I topped the tee shot with my driver off the first tee whilst a few people were spectating at that time.
The most embarrassing moment on the golf course would have to be the Boys Home Internationals a couple of years ago. It's the first time I was in a squad, and the first time I'd met many of the players and coaches, especially Graham Walker. Off the first tee in the practice round, hit a bit of an iffy shot, let go of the club with one hand, and he told me to get down on the first tee and do 10 press-ups in front of the whole clubhouse and the whole officials and everything. So that was pretty embarrassing first time out for England.
Probably at Fairhaven Trophy, I just went to tap it in one-handed, a 7-inch putt and missed the hole. I wasn't really angry, I was just laughing. I was already mucked it all up anyway. I just couldn't believe it just happened.
There was the time in a tournament when I was before selection, and the managers and everyone was all looking and watching me play, and I hit 3 shanks in a round of golf, which was fun.